to Monty Williams after the game. Step to the mic.
What sticks out to you as far as the reasoning for the outcome, you think?
Well, I thought for the most part we maintained the level of intensity tonight, and our game plan discipline was about as good as we've seen in the playoffs for sure. I thought our guys were locked in to what we were trying to do. If we didn't commit some of the fouls we would have committed or did commit, I think we would have been in a better position. But both teams are playing unbelievably hard. And, there was a lot of collisions out there tonight. There was a lot of paint play for sure. And I thought our guys, played through a lot of the physicality that this game presented. But the game plan discipline and the level of intensity was there. And then, we made a few more shots, which, always helps.
Mikal, not only the 31 points, but 47 minutes.
Yeah.
Was that just, hey, I need him out there?
It was the foul trouble. Okay. I wasn't able to get him out because we had guys in foul trouble. So his opportunities to get a rest, were taken away.
Last thing, Coach. Just looking at the way we talked to 50-50 balls and things like that, I thought y'all came up with maybe 4 or 5 that really flipped the possession and you got a bucket out of it. How significant do you feel like that was tonight?
It was, it seems like every game that we've won, we've had significant 50-50 ball situations that we were on top of, And I thought it started with, deflections, but also having guys in the paint so they can see what was coming at them. We weren't as spread out as we were last game, and I think that helped. But just an urgency to go get the ball was huge for us tonight, and then we were able to turn it into buckets too. So that's always a bonus. I thought, one time with Biz blitzed in front of our bench, and the ball was deflected a number of times, but it was just Biz causing havoc, and we ended up getting that ball in our favor. But there were a number of possessions that were like that tonight.
Coach, Ingram has had a huge series, so for him to be defended the way he was by Mikal in that instance when you needed him to because of foul trouble on top of what he did with CJ, can you just speak to the defensive night that Mikal had?
He's, we put him on everybody. Can't clone him, but you wish you could. He's just one of those rare basketball players that can, play that way on defense, but also give you the point production that he gave tonight. To have the energy to cut back door and finish strong at the rim. The last dunk he had, it was like it was the first quarter, but he's learned how to use his length to his advantage, and play that kind of defense and only have one foul says a lot about his IQ and understanding the way the game is being called. It certainly helps us, in so many ways, and he covers up a lot of mistakes, and that's hard to do when you're playing on the wing. A lot of times when you talk about a guy covering up mistakes, it's usually a big, but he does it from the wing, which is really hard.
How'd you like Chris untraditionally asserting himself in the first half with the scoring?
We've been talking about that. When they're putting pressure on Chris, sometimes he's just got to go and just be aggressive to score, or if he can get to the paint. Coach Kevin, talked about that a ton this morning, having an edge to get to the paint. And it started in the first quarter. We had a number of opportunities in the paint, and that allowed for us to get some open threes. But I love when Chris he's aggressive. When teams pressure him like that and he can get by them, he's going to make a good decision.
The threes were finally falling tonight. You're talking about, paint to great, those type of shots. How much does it help when you're kind of in a more familiar environment when those shots finally start dropping?
We've done it all year. It's not like we haven't, shot threes this year. No matter where we play, we take the let it fly mentality with us. And, the kind of basketball that allows for those kinds of threes is the paint to great that we talk about. And I thought we did really good job of, forcing that issue, but under control. And our guys are willing passers. That's never been an issue for us, but it was good to see shots fall.
What did you see from campaign? We talked about his aggression and attacking a little bit more.
Yeah, he just, he gave us a jolt when he came in. If he could have stayed out of foul trouble, who knows what his night would have been like. But I loved his aggression. I don't want him thinking out there. I want him to play the way he's capable, and that doesn't always lend itself to prototypical point guard play. But he's the kind of point guard that can score and pass. Tonight he was really aggressive to score, and we needed it.
Coach, you had talked about mentioning Biz of an opportunity that he would play.
Yeah.
But then you went big with Ayton and McGee, brought them out, brought Biz in. How did you like just the rotation, first of those two bigs playing together, and then how you use Biz tonight?
Well, I thought the physicality was there. I mean, we still, haven't won the rebounding war. But I thought their presence in the paint and the activity was something that we needed. And Aaron gave us the same. Putting those two guys out there, you knew you were going to get toughness and activity. But I think it gave us a chance to match their physicality. And it's tough because, you're trying to play three bigs. Somebody's going to get pinched. And, it's going to be one of those guys. Tonight it was JaVale. He only got 9 minutes, but I'm sure he's happy about the win and the way we played. But I think we need the flexibility of using those guys, especially when teams try to go, big against us.
You mentioned the game plan that you put in. In addition to not having Devin, it looked like you were also trying to manage the load on Chris.
Yeah.
How did that play out?
It was okay. I mean, again, the foul trouble hurt us there because if Cam can stay out of foul trouble, then you can have him handle the ball a lot more, and Chris doesn't have to carry that load. I thought Landry did a good job of handling the ball. Mikal did it some. Cam, Jay. I think that's one or many ways that we can play, but we've done it a few times this year. It's usually Jay in that environment.
In the way they're playing him, is it imperative for you to limit the amount of times he's bringing the ball up? It looked like, especially in the fourth, they're taking him off that spot.
We try. I mean, they're physical. Alvarado's a really good defender in the open court. And what it does is it runs your clock down. So if we can initiate with someone else, we have more time to run our sets. And Chris is really good with any ball situation, whether he's dribbling or live ball. But he's really good in live ball situations. So sometimes we can set a screen to get him the ball and then let him orchestrate.
There you saw the head coach of the Phoenix Suns, Monty Williams. Next, we will hear from CJ and other players and coaches